Good evening everyone. We are back with another video. As you all know, the topic for this video is difference between power and authority. आज हम इस वीडियो में दो बातें डिस्कस करेंगे. The main topic, that is the difference, and also where can you include these differences in a long answer of 18 or 20 marks. 20 marks is for GNDU. So if you include these differences, are there any chances that you secure better marks? We shall discuss this in the last section of this video. So guys, differences करने से पहले आपको दो बातों का ध्यान रखना है. Because you have just moved from your class 12th to a college level, then the method of answering questions has changed a bit. Why? Because the teacher in the college or the professor in the college, while checking your examination papers, expect that yes, you have moved to a college level and you have to answer it differently from your class 12th level. Secondly, basic answer like difference does not get you marks just by giving in one or two differences in a 2 marks question. So how to secure marks? Like for example, in this video, we are going to discuss between the authority and power. So you should first give the meaning of the terms authority and power. Then in a tabular format, you should make the headings as basis, authority and power. Then taking the first basis, say for example, meaning. You may please explain the basis in the authority and in the power separately. Then you take the second basis, that is your second point. Then you explain that basis in authority and power. Similarly, you move on with your differences like this. Please take down, you do not have to answer it in a paragraph form. That makes your paper look ugly and you look unprepared for your exam. इसीलिए please don't give it in paragraph form, give it in a tabular format. I'm going to also show you a picture in this video where you will see how I have attempted my questions in a tabular format. Now we start with your first difference. Please take down basis of first difference is meaning. Meaning of authority. What is the meaning of authority? It is your ability by which a superior individual establishes his superiority over his subordinates and gets his order obeyed. बड़े आराम से ये बात मैंने आपको अथॉरिटी की वीडियो में समझाई भी थी कि जब कोई सबऑर्डिनेट अपने सुपीरियर की बात माने with respect, with acceptance, not out of fear of punishment, then the superior is authorized. He is in authority. एक और चीज हमने की थी कि legitimate power is often called authority. So what is legitimacy? That is by law, by constitution. Next, what is the meaning of power? Power is the ability with which you can change the behavior of others and can make them do things that they would have not done otherwise. What is this otherwise in the situation? That is your fear of punishment. Once you put someone under fear of punishment, firstly, you are using your power. Secondly, they would have to comply by you because they have fear of punishment in mind. With this, we finish your first difference. ओके अब हम दूसरा डिफरेंस करते हैं. दैट इज द डोमिनेटिंग फैक्टर. डोमिनेटिंग फैक्टर इज योर बेसिस. पार के पीछे डोमिनेटिंग फैक्टर है फोर्स. फोर्स किस तरीके की? जब हम इस फियर में आए कि हमें कोई सिवियर लॉस हो सकता है तो हम पार को ओबे करते हैं. इसको हम एक एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं. जैसे कि कोई लॉयर किसी पॉलिटिशियन के खिलाफ केस कर रहा है. पॉलिटिशियन विल यूज ऑल हिज मेथड्स टू स्टॉप द लॉयर फ्रॉम डूइंग दिस केस, बट द लॉयर डज नॉट स्टॉप. So what is the fear of losses here? Here it is his family, his parents. So he will eventually stop once the politician exercises some sort of tricks to harm his or her family. What is in the basis of authority? What is the dominating factor? Consent or legitimacy. So here the subordinates obey the orders of the superior because his orders are legitimate, his orders are lawful. Now we come to the third difference. The basis of the third difference is responsibility. So authority is always responsible in nature. What does this imply? That the authoritative always thinks that he is answerable or responsible for his works to the public opinion. He should act in his capacity and according to law only. He should not act as one who thinks of himself only, or should not act in illegal capacity. Whereas there is no responsibility on account of power. Once you do a powerful act, you do it on your own discretion and you don't feel responsible to anyone out there. Next, we see the fourth difference. The basis of the difference is reason. So what is it? Authority is always based on reason. You have to get your orders obeyed in terms of authority. So you need to answer out. You need to reason out as to what is the lawful reason behind your passing of such an order. Whereas in power, you need not to give out any reason behind the force that you are exercising. You can act as per your discretion, selfishly, anything can happen, but there is no compulsion that you have to give out a reason. I repeat, in authority, we accept the authority once we have solid reasons for its acceptance. Second, the authoritative also needs to give a reason to get his authority accepted. अब तक तो हम ये बहुत बार बोल चुके हैं और कर चुके हैं कि अथॉरिटी इज बेस्ड ऑन कंसेंट. अथॉरिटी इज accepted, respected and reasonable. So it is based on your consent. You accept someone's authority out of your own will. There is no compulsion, no coercion on you. Whereas in power, you impose your will on someone else. Remember, we did this, that out of the coercion or compulsion, you impose your will on someone and the other person in front accepts your will out of the fear of punishment or fear of severe losses. That is why we say authority is based on consent, whereas power is based on imposition of one's will. There is no consent in power. Powerful will always try to impose his discretion on you forcefully and does not care of getting your consent to his discretions. Next basis is coercion. So there is no coercion in authority. Authority is accepted out of respect, consent and legitimacy. It is also said by Beach. Beach is a political thinker. His spellings are BEACH. Authority is legitimate right to direct or influence the actions of others. ठीक है. Whereas in power, coercion has a special significance. You maintain your pressure on someone because you tend to punish him if he opposes your orders. So there is some kind of coercion, some kind of compulsion on the person. The next difference basis is selfishness. So power is mostly selfish. It implies that you exercise your power to fulfill your own selfish motives. This does not include any kind of public welfare. Whereas in authority, there is no selfishness. It is generally exercised for common welfare and not for your personal objectives or for your personal welfares. दैट इज वाई. सिंपल सी बात है, तो सोचने वाली चीज हो गई है. अब अथॉरिटी लेजिटिमेट क्यों है, अथॉरिटी करेक्ट क्यों है? क्योंकि वो कॉमन वेलफेयर के बारे में सोच रही है, वो सबके बारे में सोच रही है. नाउ द नेक्स्ट डिफरेंस इज, कैन अथॉरिटी बी इलेजिटिमेट? नो. So here comes your next difference. Power can be legitimate as well as illegitimate, but authority is always legitimate in nature. Now, how come the power can be legitimate? Where the power is exercised by the heads of democratic government, then it is legitimate. Otherwise, you can see, you can get examples of legitimate power, but rest everywhere, as far as I understand, the power is in illegitimate use. Okay. Authority is legitimate, as I've always told you that authority is given by the law. It is your superiority, or it is the superior's superiority over the subordinate according to law, according to legal restrictions. The basis of your next difference is hierarchical nature. As we all know, authority follows hierarchical nature. It flows from superior to subordinate. Whereas in power, there is no hierarchical nature. It is just your ability to exercise your influence over others through compulsion or coercion. Or you can also say that it is your imposition of will on others through coercion or compulsion, and they accept your will out of the fear of punishment or severe losses. Now we come to the conclusion of this topic. So basically, although people substitute these two words for each other, but if we seriously look into the concepts, then there are many differences between the two that are much clear and explicit in nature. Power can become authority only after getting legal recognition, that is legitimacy. So as I've already told you, Robert A. Dahl said that legitimate power is often called authority. Thank you everyone for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and also press the bell icon so that you never miss an update from political science on Tips with Bhumika.